Good morning, everyone. It's week 8. Finally, the term is over. I've had really fun doing these videos for you, and I've learned a lot about the other aviation careers. So, the career that I chose is the airline pilot. I think it was the first. I think it was the first. Yeah, it was the first assignment. And since I want to be an airline pilot, I've always been researching about it and looking for news on the career and all of that. So on this video, I'm gonna be explaining to you the steps that you need to follow to be an airline pilot, including, of course, your flight training, the financial aspects of your flight training, and all of that. I know that flight training can be really overwhelming and expensive. It is. So it hasn't been easy for me to do my flight training. But I just want to tell you that it's possible if you really want it. There are ways to find the money that you need. For example, if you are in college, you can take this loan that is called the Parent Plus loan. The cool thing about this loan is that once you're approved, they can give you all the money that you need for your whole training, for your whole education. You don't need your parent as a co-signer for that loan because it's actually a loan for parents, but for their kids to be able to get an education. And the interest is very low and all of that. Also, if you have a job, when I was doing my private pilot training, I worked full-time at Best Buy. I was getting my psychology degree because when I started school, I started doing a psychology degree. Then I switched to aeronautics. I was working full-time at Best Buy. I was taking the money to pay for my flight training. It was hard. But I just want to tell you that if you really want it, it's possible. And then for my instrument and for my commercial, well, I did this loan that I told you about, the Parent Plus loan, and it's great. So you can take the opportunity, that if you are enrolled in college, you can use that loan to pay for your flight training. The next thing. Of course, you need to get your licenses. I recommend you go to a fast track flight school, like ATP Flight School. ATP Flight School has flight schools all around the states. They have like 5 flight schools here in Florida. They have flight schools in California, New Mexico, Virginia, Texas, you name it. They have a lot of flight schools all around the United States. So I recommend you do your training in a fast track flight school, because the faster you get your tickets, the faster you get into the airlines. First, of course, you need to do your private pilot training, your instrument training, and your commercial training, single and multi-engine. And then you really don't need a CFI license to be an airline pilot, but it's since you need to build those 1,000 hours, 1,500 hours, the easiest way to do it is if you become a CFI. But first, you're gonna be getting paid to teach others how to fly while you're gonna be building your hours. So that's pretty cool. you don't want to be a CFI and you finish your commercial training, you're gonna be ended up with 250 hours. You can do time building until you get to at least 500 hours, and then work for a Part 135 airline, a cargo airline, and they usually 500 hours usually is like the break point for you to get a low time pilot job until you get to those 1,000 hours, and then that's when you can apply to regional airlines. So regional airlines, for me, there, I can really say that there's a, the best. There's a, best regional airline. Really depends on the kind of person you are. For example, if you have a family, if you have a wife, a husband, if you have kids, if you want to be living in base, because you don't want to do commuting, if you really care about the pay and all of that, it really depends on the kind of person that you are. So I really can't tell you the best regional airline there is out there. For me, since I'm living in Miami, I think Envoy is an option because they have a junior base here in Miami. So for me, Envoy, it's a good way to go. But you may be living in the West Coast, and Compass Airlines, Horizon Airlines, SkyWest Airlines is a good way to go for you. So it really depends on the kind of person that you are, and you don't have to worry about that because there's a pilot shortage and you're gonna find a job anywhere you want to go. So usually, you once you pass those 1,000 hours, you can land a job in a regional airline. Also, you need to look for airlines that have a fast upgrade, because when you start on a regional airline, you're gonna be flying, of course, as a first officer in the right seat. So you're not gonna be you're gonna be building turbine time, but you're not gonna be building PIC turbine time. So looking for an airline that has a fast upgrade, it's kind of important, because you wanna get to the left seat as soon as possible. So once you land a job there, and you get to like 2,000 hours, 3,000 hours, and then you can apply to work as an airline pilot in a major airlines like American, Delta, United, Southwest, Spirit. That's a passenger airlines. If you want to go, you can also go to the cargo side, which usually require less total time as pilot. Cargo, of course, it's a little bit different. You have UPS, you have FedEx, you have I think Atlas Air, Omni Air. You have a lot of airlines. The lifestyle is a little bit different because it's going to be mostly international flying. So you're going to be flying to international places. You're going to be flying to Europe, to Africa, to Asia, and all of that places, and that's really cool. But if it's a different kind of lifestyle as the lifestyle that an airline, passenger airline pilot has. I'm gonna be making a PowerPoint of this video. I'm gonna try to find as much information about different airlines that I find with the requirements that they have, and all of that. It's a good time to be a pilot. The regional airlines are, they're paying more and more and more every year since they're in need of pilots. So it's a good time to be a pilot. And like I said, really the the best airline is, the one that works best for you. Like for me, what I told you, it's Envoy, because I live here. I want to live in base, and I don't want to do commuting that much. And well, Envoy has a unit base here in Miami. So, but really, any airline, if you're like me, you just want to be flying. So, any airline, it's gonna be good for you. So well, I'm gonna look for information. I'm gonna post the requirements and all of that. And well, I hope you like this video. It's been my pleasure to be making these videos for you. I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I did. Enjoyed your videos, and I wish you the best of luck on your education. And I hope you guys have a great day. And I want to also thanks the professor for all of these these assignments that she gave us. I really learned a lot, and well, thank you, and I hope you guys have a great day.